I made an ATTE using only 8 501st Trooper sets. Now before we get started on my ATTE, I want to shed some light on an impressive builder called High Bricks. He built his own ATTE with the same number of battle packs. However, he did incorporate a command station and a speeder bike along with it. I highly recommend you go check out his video. His build is very impressive. It's a lot more detailed, has a full interior. It looks a lot more sturdy than mine. I highly recommend you go check him out. His link will be in the description below, and show him some love. Also, I will mention that our feet look very similar. It wasn't my intention to copy his design, but after I finished mine, I saw that ours were very similar. The real reason I'm making this video isn't to show you how cool this build is. That's a separate video. I'll link to the cinematic in the description below. But in this video, I'm gonna try and sway you and not to build it. I know it sounds crazy, but I want you to. I just want you to be fully prepared on what you're gonna get out of this build. First off, transporting it. You wanna grab it from the bottom. It is front heavy, so grab it from right here and you're good to go. I have in the past grabbed it from here and I've put a little too much pressure and it collapses in. If you want to grab it from here, I would suggest reinforcing it with some 2x4 bricks. Next, I want to say these front side panels are a pain to put on. It was my least favorite part. It looks great once you get it on, but if it pops off or as you're building it and you put it on, it's going to be a bit of a struggle, especially if you have bigger fingers. And the last thing I want to mention is the legs. Now, as you can see, they work on a flat, smooth surface like this or on carpet, studs, it works fine. Most of the weight is on the front, and these front legs are pretty sturdy. Now, when it comes to the back and side legs, that's a different story. If I put a little bit of pressure on it, it falls down and it just looks weird. It's not a huge deal, but I figured I should mention it because I know people are gonna be a little wary about that. And for those of you who care about extra parts, that's the amount of extra parts that you will be left with after building this. I wish I could have incorporated more, but these are very odd pieces, and hopefully you can find a use for them if you do decide to build this. And last thing I want to mention about this build is I put a lot of time and effort into the instructions. I tried to make it feel like a true LEGO brand build. I made custom graphics and designs to give it a premium feel and look. And did I mention that the instructions are free? If you would like to download these instructions, I'll leave a link to my Rebrickable account down below. If you want to check out my other custom builds, you can find the videos right here. Keep a lookout for more 501st alternate builds, and thank you for watching. And don't forget